Hey guys, welcome to another video for simonsvideo.com, and my name is Simon Tay, and today I'm going to do a ad hoc live show. I know most of you guys may not be watching right now live at youtube.com/SimonTay78, but today I'm going to compile a list of questions that I'm going to ask Supercell directly when I meet them, the Supercell team. And I've been asking a lot of my members, about 14,000 members in my Facebook group right now, at the facebook.com/groups/SimonVideo. I pinned questions, and they can actually add questions together with the rest of the questions that they have asked previously to me, and in YouTube, in Facebook, in Google Plus, and I've compiled a list of them so that they can actually vote which one they really want to ask Supercell. Yeah, you can actually vote more than once, so I'm going to share this screen share. Hold on a minute. Screen share. Oh, there you go. There you go. Screen share this. Okay, so basically this is the post that I posted. Let me see if I can go for a larger screen. Yep, this is the larger screen. Okay, so this is a more like a poll, but at the end of the poll you can actually add questions like when the update. But this one, someone actually asked this question before, so I'm not going to add these additional questions. But if you want to ask questions that is not in this list, you can feel free to put into this list. But I'm going to talk about some of the questions that I have not mentioned before in my previous videos. In my previous video, I talked about like clan wars, sandbox, but there is one about the loot system. There's a lot of people have trouble, getting more loots than they actually spend on the resource, on the troops. So I'd like to talk about a little bit on that. Okay guys, when you have problem looting, you can always lower down your trophies and try to loot with less troops. That means you do not need to spend all your troops or all your spells to actually get the loot that you want. So you can always do that, lower a bit of your trophies and then lazy farm. Another way is to change the language to a different region, a different language, meaning more people will be offline at that particular language. I'm not quite sure whether why it is such, but somehow or other it does work sometimes. But nowadays it really depends on your luck, so always keep changing your language. Another way to farm is to lower your trophies below 200 trophies and then farm the other farmers. Usually people who go below 200 trophies are people who find it very hard to defend their base, so their base may be a little bit easier to attack. So farm the farmers is another way. Obviously, I hope Supercell will consider think of a solution to make the searching of the loot much more faster, especially maybe a customizable desired loot system. But that is another thing that the developer have to think about, the balancing and whether or not it will destroy the game as a whole at the moment. So I'll have to update you guys on the loot system and see whether or not Supercell will answer it. Okay, so the next question I like to talk about is a private message between clan members and clan leaders, co-leaders, and leaders. Something about this question bring me back to this movie called Ender's Game. If you have watched the movie Ender's Game, it's a very very nice sci-fi futuristic movie with Harrison Ford, and it's based on a very nice book called Ender's Game. So basically what Anders does in a group to become a leader, he basically does not really talk publicly against the clan or the group, the leader. So he'll actually pull the guy, the leader, to the corner outside the bunk and talk privately, so to give face to the leader of that group. So I think that is a very valid ideology to consider, hoping that Supercell will actually implement a private chat between the members with the leaders, elders, or clan leaders, or the co-leaders. whichever. That is one way that, let's say, a push notification to report on someone that is having a very vulgar comments in the clan chat. It should be able to report to the leaders with a push notification, and the leaders can push notify one of the members to warn them not to do certain things. Even though they're out of the game, they might get a notification at the inbox. That will be a very valid way of communication between privately, not to like scold publicly, to say warn this particular person publicly, and then they start having flame wars. That's one thing I like to talk about. And the next thing I want to talk about is let me see. All these are quite. Jambox is already answered in the FAQ in Supercell's forum, so you can go check it out. Trading and sharing resource with clan mates. This thing I don't think it will happen, but I will ask Supercell for you guys. And will there be a safe village design? And this one is actually by me, and I'm not quite sure whether it will work or not, because I give you one example. You can actually save multiple design of your own: Town Hall 4, Town Hall 5, Town Hall 6, Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8. And then when someone asks you what is your best Town Hall design, you can actually share the Town Hall design to your clan members as a valid safe design, and then once they got the design, they can implement it if their town hall levels are the same, and randomly place the levels of the walls, the levels of the anything that is different levels. It will be randomly placed without any kind of coordination, and you'll give them opportunity to rearrange after they deploy that safe design. Another question is, I'd like to specify more castle clan troops, upgrading rows or walls. Okay, so there's another question from me, is to toggle the specific range of towers in the village edit mode. That means if you can see my last defense video, I've actually used Photoshop to toggle all the range of the defense of each individual towers to see the overlapping effect of each individual towers. It will actually helps on designing your base. If you can see, let's say you take a screenshot of all the range all toggle on, you can see how badly they are overlap, and you can decide on how do you place your defensive towers. Another question from here is, okay, private message globally to everyone like WhatsApp. I don't think Supercell will go into that, but if it does, if Clash of Clans actually is a WhatsApp competitor, it'll be so awesome. Freeze trap, I think it will be interesting to freeze trap a specific unit. I give an example, Hot Riders. If freeze trap is for all units, it'll be a bit unbalanced in terms of defense, because if people have infernal towers exposed and freeze trap, basically the base is invulnerable. So maybe a freeze trap that is maybe can freeze trap Hot Riders for 5 seconds, the rest of the troops maybe 1 second. I do not know, maybe a variety of that. That would be quite interesting. Goblin King, Giant Goblin, and Jump Over Walls. Is someone actually asked whether or not there will be a Goblin King that will loot the resource very, very quickly. Allow one person to be in charge of 2 or more clans instead of multiple tablets, iPad you need to buy to to manage more clans. Like I have 4 clans and I cannot manage them, or if I have a option like Ender's Game, the Harrison Ford, manage multiple groups in the big table computer. If you can have the option to manage multiple clans by one person, it will be awesome, really. And of course, to trade and exchange members across each individual clans that that one particular person actually own. So if you have seen Ender's Game, that is one way, is you can transfer this guy and transfer to the other guy, another group, and make that person a leader. Imagine that. So one individual Harrison Ford as the leader of the whole armada of attackers, the controllers, and can promote one person to another clan to become a leader, and that will be very awesome. So this will be a very futuristic game. In if there is a feeder clan, total leader. One questions I also added elemental armor, drop, equip, loot, and trade. This is more like an RPG style kind of idea. That means your heroes have individual elemental kind of armor or weapons. So the elemental will boost the effectiveness against a different type of elemental. So you have like if you play the game, what do you call it? Brave Frontier, yeah. So you got Earth element can absorb the thunder. Thunder will there is a series of each individual elements can counter each individual elements. Like fire can be diminished by the water element. Fire can burn the earth element, and earth can absorb the thunder elements. Something along that line. So if they are of not a counter element, they can have equal damage than normal. If they are weak or strong against each other, they will have a different type of comparison. So the endless number of armor types with different variety of strength and weaknesses will be very, very interesting, and the ability to trade among members in the same clan will be very interesting, or trade among individual members globally will be awesome. Okay, any possible way to share pictures in clan chat and global chat? There will be a WhatsApp kind of like instant messaging kind of features that will make Clash of Clans one of the biggest, I would say, the biggest instant messaging application in the world. Okay, so will there be any more clan ranks other than co-leader, leader, and elders? Will there be additional ranks? I think this will definitely like split up the option to the permission level. So I think the co-leader and leader have almost the same kind of permission. I like to talk about that. Like for example, co-leader and leader are almost the same permission. They can do almost anything except that they cannot kick the leader out of the clan. I would like to have a kind of permission structures like for elders and leaders to kick members out of the clan or promote members of the clan. There should be a cooldown. I know the kicking have a cooldown for elders, but co-leaders, I'm not quite sure there is any. So for co-leaders and elders, they should have some kind of cooldown for promoting members as well, because there's been cases mentioned by Facebook friends that the people promote everyone. Once they have become elder, they promote everyone as elder and then leave the clan, causing a lot of havoc. Yeah, that's another question. Let me see what other question I do. Okay, here. There will be more clan ranks, and there will be a price discount day for gems, and anyway for COC to resume the game from a spoiled or lost iOS device and resume it on an Android device. This is a very big issue. It's a security problem. If you guys know about security, this is a very, very big hoo-ha. I give you one example. If someone actually not say steal your phone or iPads, they are in your same class or in your same working environment. You misplace your iPhone in somewhere in the table while going for lunch, and this guy come along and link a device to another person without your knowledge. So they are linked. So basically, your how to explain this? This link a device is a problem. So for example, you find yourself linked with another person. How do you split from that person? There should be a security identification, like a two-factor verification. So in case you lost your iPhone, you can use a two-factor authentication to resume the game in any device, like Android and or another iPhone. Another iPhone is same, the game center, but for another Android, there's no way to link a device. that is for this lost and spoiled iOS device to resume. However, because people has been selling accounts, if you have not lost the device, and how would you know that, um, you know, the person who actually authenticates as you will get the actual account. So I think COC has come to the point that there should be some kind of security features to really identify who is the actual owner of the game, and then double verify through maybe a authentication code sent via SMS, or an application that will push a notification to that phone, um, to verify. But another problem is, if you lost the phone, how do you use that verification? So it will be quite interesting to know that if there is a email, Gmail have this two-factor verification using multiple mobile phones, so you can actually put another mobile phone number, maybe a parent's phone number or siblings phone number, as a backup reset kind of thing, so that you can actually reset the password of the game, and send a two-factor authentication to another phone that you trusted. And then once you get the account to be secure, and you can actually deploy the save game to Android phones or iOS phones again. So that way you can eliminate, for example, hackers from using the same account as you. There has been many instances of people losing their accounts to hackers because they accidentally leak their password. By some means, maybe they are being phished of their password of their iTunes Apple ID. A lot of Facebook free hacks are actually just to phish your password, to review your password, and then they just steal your Clash of Clans account and sell to another person. That is a criminal offense. But unfortunately, there are people who lost their accounts, and people who buy the accounts unknowingly bought a stolen account, are now in a problematic situation. So how do you take back that account? Is one way is to reset the iTunes passwords, but unfortunately, for certain people who know how to hack, they actually disable the email address for resetting password. So there must be a way to think of a solution for security of Clash of Clans account and Apple ID. I think Apple ID dual two-factor authentication is not available throughout the world. It's not a global two-step verification. So that is one thing that I'm being thinking very hard about, and maybe can come out a solution when we can discuss with Supercell later. Okay, so there's another thing is quite interesting, is to implement the prerequisite for rushing Town Hall players. Okay, so there's been a problem that people has been rushing Town Hall upgrades of the Town Hall, thinking that they have a lot more things to buy, means they're more fun and able to attack more players with higher level like expos and infernal towers. But unfortunately for them, they might realize their base are not fully upgraded, and Rush Town Hall is a very, very bad suffering kind of state. So I would really like to suggest to Supercell, if there is a way to put a prerequisite, like how many % of their defense are upgraded before they can upgrade the Town Hall. Much like Command and Conquer in the past, you need to build the command center in order to build the factory. So if you have not have that prerequisite, you cannot upgrade the Town Hall again. So you need to have maybe a max out wizard tower together with max out cannon tower in order to upgrade the Town Hall, or maybe a max out resource building. Just throwing out some ideas out of the brain. So there is so many questions. I believe there will be more questions to be asked, and you guys can follow the links below in the description of this video and go to this Facebook group. Join the Facebook group. My admin will accept you into the group very quickly. The most is 1 day, because I'll be away. Hopefully, I'll be accessing to Wi-Fi in all the places in Finland, Helsinki, and accept you guys if my admin Josh Finlayson, sorry about the pronunciation, uh, will accept you guys as well, and try to ask more questions, and I'll try to present it to Supercell and see what is their answer to all this. Maybe it will come very soon, the answers to all these questions, and maybe, who knows, they will consider some of these questions as ideas to implement in future updates. Who knows? It's just an unknown. Right, so basically that's it for this video, and I really hope you like this video, and of course do comment in the comment section below what you think should also ask Supercell. But of course, add into the Facebook group will be the easiest, because I don't want multiple repeat questions, like the any new heroes. There's like 15% actually ask the same question, so try to see existing questions and don't ask the repeat questions. You can add it at the bottom of these questions. Let me show you. Start screen share. At the bottom of this question, you can actually add anything you want and then press add. But of course, try to add something nice and not repeated. And yeah, basically that's it for this video. And what else? And basically that's it. Thank you very much for watching Simon's video. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye bye. Stop.